What's up, guys? Welcome to this episode of Head-to-Head Battles. Listen, I know we haven't put out a video in like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, but we're back.
All right.
We're back.
And as you can tell, my voice is still recovering, but we're going to try our absolute best here. All right, guys. Before we dive into this video, though, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. All right. Hit that notification bell to join the squad.
Not bad.
All right. So for today's video, we're going over... We're kind of going to put into a tier list the best budget decks of what we feel like is, you know, post-March ban list. But before we dive into that, we kind of have to preface what makes a deck budget and basically, you know, where are the lines that we have to draw to keep it a budget deck.
Exactly. So it basically, as long as you're not breaking your bank account just to get the core, because you can't just get the core, you got to get all these substantial other variants to make it competitive.
Exactly. So I mean, because if you're playing Burning Abyss, you need the Burning Abyss core plus trap cards, right? You can't just play with the BA cards because you're probably losing. but you get the point, right? Because you're not going to be playing cards like Triple Tactics or Forbidden Droplets.
Oh no, not for this one.
Definitely not for this one. But we're gonna try to, like, all the decks that we picked out are can be had for about $100 or way under. All right. So let's get started right away. All right.
First one we got.
Yeah. So let's go over the levels first, right?
Oh.
We have the Meta Slapper.
Well, self-explanatory.
All right. Next is you need Big Brain, right? These are decks that you can't play without understanding the game. And as a budget player, the more you understand the game, the easier these games are to win.
Of course.
All right. The next category, it's fun to play. So
it's fun.
It's fun. It's fun to play.
It's fun.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Next we have I'm only trying to win 1 out of every 3 games.
That's me.
All right. Well, we're talking about the deck, not the player.
Oh no,
all right.
But player me, that's me.
And lastly but not least, we have Hot Dog Water.
I don't think any of these are hot dog water though.
You'd be surprised.
Oh, I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised. Okay.
I know our camera is blocking some of these, but you'll see it as we go.
You'll see.
All right. So the first deck we have on the list here is Prank Kids. Okay. I think Prank Kids isn't good enough where you are slapping the meta decks, but Hanko Chow and Pack both won.
Yes. First place.
Hanko got first place with Prank Kids.
Canadian remote duels.
Yeah, during the remote duel extravaganza. And he was playing against some of the biggest decks in the format, like Dragon Link, Invoked Anything, Ellic. Like, Prank Kids is a deck where you do need a really big brain to play it, but there are very linear lines of play. And with the addition of Prank Kid Meow Meow, the deck can finally play through some more hand traps. Yeah. Because a lot of people didn't want to play the deck because
it can die, right?
It just you ash like any Prank Kid effect and you don't have an extender, you're probably just passing. Yeah. But luckily now that we have Meow Meow and a lot of other extenders, and a lot of other extenders in the game, or at least in archetype, Prank Kids can definitely be considered a meta slapping deck.
I have a question.
What's up?
So I was looking this up. So for Prank Kids place, that thing's $18 right now on TCG Player. Yeah.
So the core,
how many of those do you need?
You do need 3, or maybe not even 3, but it's basically a way to get to a starter and a way to chain block past turn 1. Place is about $18, but if you're buying the entire core, you can still buy the entire core for under like $75 with 3 places. The rest of the deck is really cheap and it's really affordable.
That's how they always get you guys. It's only that one card.
Yeah, it's always that one card.
It's always like $20+. Everything else is like cents or like $1.
Yeah. Prank Kids Doodle Doodle Doo Doo Doodle Doo.
Oh, is it not Cockle Doodle Doo?
Is it? I don't know. The link to is also getting up there in price. But I mean, if you can buy the whole core from somebody, you can generally get it for like a really, really good price. Yeah. All right. So the next deck that you're not seeing right now is Plunder Patrols. It's It's fun to play. It's fun to play. Yeah.
This is fun.
Plunder Patrol the deck is really good.
You hated it though in the beginning.
I hated it because like I couldn't beat it. Yeah, I just couldn't beat it, right?
You couldn't beat it.
Like the deck is really good.
Yeah.
Plunder Patrol Booty is a hell of a trap card.
Booty.
Right? And their field spell is like absolutely broken.
TLDR.
TLDR has
Yeah.
3 effects. That's all you have to know.
Oh, it has 3 effects. No, because I played against it. I was playing Shaddoll also with the player. I sat Window on the field and he was like, I ain't playing Jin.
Funnily enough, they actually can play through the window.
Oh, they can play through the
Yeah,
window.
because a lot of budget plunder lists run kaijus.
Oh, wait, aren't kaijus pretty? No, they're pretty cheap.
No,
right
kaijus
now.
are pretty cheap.
Oh, they're
yeah.
pretty cheap right now.
And plunders need to play specific attributed kaijus to help facilitate their plays, but Plunder Patrol Booty kind of counterbalances that.
Oh, I gotta read that card.
Card's insane. I mean, the deck is really good. It's fun to play. I wouldn't say you're slapping meta by any means because, I mean, if you lose a die roll, the chances are, unless your hand is insane, like unless you open like Dark Ruler, which by the way, you can fit into any of these decks because Dark Ruler is within budget. It is technically a budget option.
Oh my god, Dark Ruler is budget now?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. The Plunder Patrol strategy is good. They're getting new support in Lightning Overdrive.
Ooh.
Raven Wing is an insane card and will definitely make Plunder Patrols. Like it'll bump it up a tier for sure. Okay. Like absolutely.
But for now it's fun.
But as we stand right now, it's fun to play. It's fun to play.
I hate this. I hate this deck. I hate this deck.
Altergeist.
I hate this deck.
You need a big brain for this deck.
Yeah, you do. I never understood this deck, but I hate playing. Oh, I hate Silk.
I know the deck. Like you can simplify the deck, right? It's like, yo, Imperm turn 0, Faker Silk Bounce turn 0. I mean, it's not. You don't need a galaxy brain, but whenever you're playing like trap decks, and whenever you're going for these like 1-for-1 interactions, you have to make sure that they're very worth it because when you're going 1-for-1 and like you hit like some like side chick extender, and they have like 2 more main chicks, like you're gonna lose.
I mean, yeah, if you don't big brain play it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean,
just lose your resources right there.
If you're playing a deck like Altergeist, you absolutely need to understand the meta, right? Because that way you know what to hit with the Silk Bounce. I mean, sometimes the Silk Bounce may be all you have. So I mean, if that's only one interruption, you better use that very, very carefully.
Very, very wisely.
Yeah. Next deck on the list is Sky Strikers. It's fun to play.
Ray is bae.
Yeah, it's definitely fun to play. Shucks. I don't know. There's not much to be said about Strikers.
That's it. You were just skipping over Strikers.
Yeah, I mean, because like Strikers, because we have Widow Anchor to 3, we have Kagari back to 3. We still don't have Engage, but that card is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, if Engage came back, Strikers would immediately be bumped up back to like a tier 1.5 deck. Maybe not like completely tier 1 because, power creep is a thing, and not every deck can be the best deck forever. Even though everyone thought Striker would be.
Well, are we talking about just pure Strikers, or are we also talking about other variants? Like I've played against like Striker Eldritch.
Well, pure Strikers, because there's no way you're playing Elik on a budget. there's not a chance you're playing Elik on a budget.
No, you're not.
The Sky Striker strategy is a very simple one. It's basically control the board state. With the ads off of Shizuku, with the dumps off of Hayate, the ad off of Kagari. You're trying to basically out-resource your opponent by trying to keep the most simplified game state possible. And unfortunately, you can't really play like in too many insane strategies with Striker if you want Striker spells to resolve, because you can't have monsters in the main monster zone. So that's like the biggest deterrent.
Yeah.
All right, now the next deck on my list is
this is still here?
Cyber Dragons. This is a deck you play when you're trying to win 1 out of every 3 games.
Yeah.
Okay, Cyber Dragon Infinity set one pass is not as good as we initially thought it was going to be.
Well, no, not now.
Yeah, if you're playing the trap variant,
Yeah.
it's not bad.
Cyber Dragon.
But at that point, just play Altergeist or like BAs, because BA's on this list too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Infinity Pass just isn't that strong anymore.
I'm surprised you didn't say it was hot dog water.
But I mean, the deck is like a much cheaper, because Cyber Dragon Nash still got a reprint.
I did get a reprint.
The only expensive cards in the deck are Cyber Dragon Hers and Galaxy Soldier. But Galaxy Soldier is due for a reprint as well. But I think the Cyber Dragon strategy, at least the OTK variant and the trap variant, because like the full powered variant puts up Dragoons.
Oh, that will immediately not make a budget anymore.
Yeah, but even then, like the Dragoon Infinity End board isn't like the best.
No, Dragoon isn't that OP.
Yeah, well, I mean it is, but it's not.
It's not.
But you get what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah.
the Cyber Dragon strategy, like, thank God, like Cyberload Fusion got a reprint as well. The OTK strategy is cheaper than ever, and the trap variant has always been cheaper. But again, you know, you're going for a lot of these 1-for-1s.
I mean, I'm hoping they get more support.
Yeah, but Cybernetic Overflow actually is a really powerful card, because you can go like, you can like pop 3, depending on how many light machines you have in the graveyard to banish. But I know the Cyber Dragon strategy, it's fun. I think it's a deck that you can play if you want to kind of like learn the game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of small interactions in Cyber Dragons that, you know, will help you get better.
Yeah.
But, you know,
That's definitely an older strategy.
yeah,
Cyber
as it stands right now, yeah, you're not winning. You're probably winning like one every, like 35% of the time.
That's so mean.
Yeah, well,
What
it's
about
true.
Cyber Dragon players out there?
Listen, I listen, guys. Comment down below if your win rate with the budget, with the trap or the OTK variant of Cyber Dragons is higher than 50%.
Hey,
just be honest. Just be honest.
We have smart players out there.
We do have a lot of small players out there. The next deck on the list is Burning Abyss. Burning Abyss needs big brain. Now that we have like Seer and Graph, like
Everyone's
it's like full powered BAs. You're pretty much playing full powered BAs.
Yeah, everyone's back.
Especially with like all the trap cards they're playing, like Fiend Griefing, Karma Cut. They're playing all these blowout trap cards, Torrential Tribute, because all their cards do stuff.
You can play TTs.
Yeah, because you just plus so much. You know how like my favorite card is Dimension Shifter, and I try to play decks that can play Dimension Shifter.
Yeah.
Torrential Tribute is Pac's favorite card. Pac will play any deck that will plus off a Torrential Tribute.
Wait, did he play? He did play BA.
He did. I literally played against his BA deck and got Torrential Tributed. Seriously, put that card away.
Why?
No, but BA's is a strategy.
Awesome, yeah.
Yeah, BA's is a strategy where it's so loopable. Like,
it just loops.
like that Seer Graph loop is just infinite. And I mean, you thought Beatrice Pass was bad. I mean, Beatrice Pass is really freaking good now, because now everyone's playing Purple Dante, and Backjack is just a hell of a card. You know what I'm saying? I think the BA strategy, now that it's at full power in the meta right now, is just really good, right? Like, it has a really good winning strategy and it's consistent. So,
but you still need a big brain for it.
Yeah, you still need a big brain for it, because like if you mess up the loop, or you know, you get out resourced, like I don't know how you're getting out resourced in BAs, but if it happens, then yeah,
it happens.
You just didn't know the deck well enough. You know,
You just gotta practice. Is that Crusadia?
Crusadias.
Oh, okay.
This is definitely a 1 out of every 3 games too.
What variant is this though?
The OTK one.
Your OTK.
Yeah, the Kaiju Crusadia OTK.
Not the Infinite Gamma Seal, whatever.
No, that one is really, it's hard to play, and you definitely need a big brain for it. Actually, no, I gotta move it up. I gotta move it up. Yeah,
this is fun.
I think Crusadia is a deck where it's fun to play.
No, I played with it for a while too, locals, because after Thunder Dragons, I didn't.
Rest in peace, Thunder Dragons.
Yeah, rest in peace. But this is fun. This is very linear. So it's
it's a very linear combo, right? It's just a basic link climbing strategy.
Yeah.
I mean, how hard is it to kaiju somebody? He's like, here, take a kaiju. Here, let me punch you for 20,000 damage.
Yeah, you just gotta know math.
Yeah, I mean, the deck is really fun to play, and it's easy to play, right? And to any unsuspecting duelist, like, you will eke out wins, like, easily, right? Because like, Like you could be playing against like a really good Salamangreat player, and like, oh nice, you're Balings, you're gonna banish Balings to protect. Great, you still take 30,000 damage, right? So I mean, I think the Crusadia strategy will always be a fun to play.
This is very fun.
And then it definitely gets you more wins in Cyber Dragons, at least in my opinion. At least in my opinion.
I think so too.
The next deck on the list is Shaddoll.
My favorite, mommy construct. I think it's in the middle. You need big brain.
You
and
need
meta,
a big brain,
and
so
meta slapper. I think it's right in the middle.
I'll give it the meta slapper because
okay.
I feel like this is a deck like if you do Galaxy Brain it, you are playing against meta. And the thing about Shaddolls is they have Winda.
Yeah.
Like
in the structure there, it comes with Winda.
Like Winda is just such an insane card.
It's too insane.
Like just the fact that like you can't destroy it by card effect, right? And the fact that when it dies, it like nets you a plus.
Yeah.
And
it's still a beater. It's still 2,200.
Yeah, and it's still 2,200.
Yeah, it's still a beater.
Like the Shaddoll strategy is absolutely insane.
It isn't. Yeah. When I first started playing it, definitely you guys are not gonna get it at the first try. Like this definitely takes a big brain. I know there's a lot of variants to it, but I started with pure Shaddolls with the 3 structured decks. Yeah, but it's insane with as long as you have construct and Winda out.
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
so insane. And then like all your you can play Torrential Tribute.
You can play Torrential Tribute. The thing about the Shaddoll strategy is like if you're wanting to learn the game competitively and you're new, just pick up 3 Shaddoll Showdown structure decks. I mean, if they're available anymore. Because the Shaddoll deck teaches you to be resource intensive, right? Like if we're talking about playstyle, Shaddolls definitely cater to that like control / resource intensive type of strategy, as opposed to me where I just like throw everything on the table and just try to like win in a turn or two, you know? Like I hate the grind game.
No, but
like,
you do hate the grind game.
I hate the grind game.
Shaddolls a huge grind game because literally, I say this all the time, but your graveyard is your second deck.
Exactly.
In Shaddolls.
Exactly. And the thing about the Shaddoll strategy is like because it's so grindy, like you need to be a good player.
You do.
Because not only do you have to be a smart player, you have to be good in the sense that like you need to manage yourself and the deck because it won't do it for you. It's not a deck where you can play on autopilot, which is huge. Next we have the Bird Up strategy. There's definitely a meta slapper deck.
Meta slapper?
It's kind of like a meta deck right now, except it's budget. You know, like it's absolutely a meta deck because Samorg end phase summon your barrier statue is insane, right? But you know that's a choke point. So the biggest issue is like whenever I'm playing Bird Up, I always hold my Ash for the Samorg in the end phase if I have the Ash in the hand, or you know like I interrupt the Samorg because other than that they don't really put up any other huge threats per se. But the deck is still really good because it's very consistent in what it does. And, you know, a lot of variants play the double Dragon Lords, which is basic.
The double Dragon Lords.
Yeah, it's a Link 2 that bounces. But you're playing the Tri-Brigade variant. Yeah. But even with the 3 Fractals, the whole entire deck is still under $100. Like easily. The last strategy, it's Salamangreats.
Hey, why is it in the bottom? I don't think it's that. I think it's you can still win one out of 3 games.
I don't know, guys. Comment down below. Salads was the hardest to place, as you can tell, because I haven't placed it yet. It's definitely not a meta slapper, right? Like Sunlight Wolf, set Rage, set Roar isn't that amazing as it stands. You don't really need a big brain. This deck is really easy to play. Is it fun to play?
I think this is a deck definitely for beginners, like not beginners as in just like level, like you know players, newer players.
Yeah, I mean new and old players. Like Salads is a very nostalgic deck, like as of today, right? Like Salad was like the best deck. Like it won Worlds. Like it's topped many YCSs, many regionals, many nationals.
It's a classic.
It's a classic deck. It's definitely fun to play right now. If they get like new support in the future, it might be insane. I mean, Parallel Exceed kind of gave it a nice bump up, because you know, you can play like Trap Trick with Fleesia and not play into Nibiru and stuff. But I mean, I don't know. The deck just doesn't do enough in the meta today. That's why I can't put it as a meta slapper. And you really don't need a big brain for this deck.
You don't?
It's pretty mindless.
Oh, so this is an autopilot deck.
Sometimes.
Would you say?
Sometimes, yeah. It's definitely a fun to play deck. You're definitely winning more than 1 every 3 games. Like if you were to play Salads versus Cyber Dragons, like Salads would just slap Cyber Dragons in the matchup.
Oh, can you stop putting Cyber Dragons under the water?
I'm sick. But yeah, I think I mean, like, guys, like, this list isn't definitive.
No,
like,
it's not.
Nor is it final.
Yeah.
This is just like our thoughts on a Monday morning. It's 1 in the morning.
It is 1 in the morning.
Yeah. But I none of these decks are hot dog water. I feel like these are the top 10 budget decks of the format right now, and this is just basically, you know, where we would place it.
Yeah.
You know, but like this list is built on like us playing these decks and playing against these decks. All right, guys.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. All right. We're gonna try to be posting more videos this week.
Yeah,
it's really hard to talk, but we're trying our best here. All right, guys. So if you guys enjoy content like this, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Hit that notification bell to join the squad. All right. So I freaking love you guys. Stay healthy out there. Seriously.
Oh, yes, yes.
I freaking love you guys. This is Susu from HeadtoHead Battles.
This is Ginger for HeadtoHead Battles.
Signing out.
What's up, guys?
If you haven't subscribed, make sure to click that button right there in the middle.
Also, if you haven't watched that video that YouTube is recommending you, it's probably crazy, all right? Go watch it. This is Susu from HeadtoHead Battles.
Ginger for HeadtoHead Battles.
Signing out.